Hey, just checking in with a little update post 26 Point True and Boston Marathon weekend. I'm just barely getting my voice back now. I really had to limit what I could do over the weekend. Just the radiation has really zapped my energy to the max, and so I had to just be smart about the events I chose to go to and stuff. And so I'm sorry if I didn't get to see you while you were in town, but congratulations to everyone on both of your races. Everyone looked awesome out there, and proud of you all. Shout out to Brian Kent, Steve Lasky, and Ryan, and the crew, Karina from Ford Spine and Sport, for hosting the cheer zone at 25.5 again this year, and for bringing extra rain gear. I wouldn't have lasted all day otherwise, and I got to see everyone come in that was running. So yeah, thanks again, guys, for hosting. Today is Friday. I have radiation treatment at 3:15, and that will be 26 of 30. So next Thursday I will be done with radiation, and I can't even tell you how glad that makes me. Initially, the radiation treatments weren't too bad, but really this last week or so, I had a couple near falls. My balance has really been off, and I'm just like completely zapped of energy. So the doctor made the decision to put me back on a low dose of steroids just to help me out. Basically, when you're getting radiation, the symptoms that I felt when the tumor was in my brain, that initially caused the seizures and stuff, basically the radiation is inflaming my brain, so it's kind of exasperating temporarily the symptoms I was feeling. So he really warned me, like, this next week and the 2 weeks following the end of my radiation, that I'm just gonna be really wiped out, and I just have to really respect my body and listen to it when I need rest and all of that. So I'm trying to be good about that. I forgot to show a picture of what radiation's been doing to my hair and skin, so I'm popping it in here. This week, as I started to look at the appeal paperwork for my disability, I just was getting so overwhelmed. So I reached out to the attorney that I had got referred to, and it's like a really easy process. There's nothing out of pocket for me unless he gets money, and he was, after hearing the details of my case, was definitely on board. So I'm thinking he think there's a pretty good chance he'll be able to win on appeal. So the sooner you do it, he only gets paid on owed back pay. So if I appealed on my own, I could end up owing more money. So that's why I'm deciding to just do it now, and then it's one thing I don't have to think about. I have an appointment set up next week to speak to someone from Mass Health. Basically, I'm gonna approach them like that MGH should have let me know prior to my brain biopsy that none of that was going to be covered on my insurance, especially where it wasn't an urgent thing where it needed to be done right then. Like, they could have literally waited a week and let me get the coverage that I was available or eligible for before they did the surgery. So hopefully, if we can do that, that will help. Because right now I still have that $85,000 bill from them, and, you know, I'd rather not cash out my retirement to be able to pay for a necessary medical procedure. So fingers crossed that I'll have some luck there. Other than that, nothing really exciting. I'm just plugging along, trying to get everything done that I can, and basically, my radiologist told me yesterday that, you know, there's no real start date protocol for my chemotherapy. It'll be that I feel well enough to start it. So, me being an endurance athlete, it's one of these things where it saved my life, but it's also one of those things where I'm used to being able to push through things, and the fatigue you get from radiation apparently is not one of the things you should try and push through. So I'm just trying to really temper myself and keep my activity to a reasonable amount so that I'm not like hurting myself. But other than that, thanks for all the support, you guys. I really appreciate it, and it was so great seeing so many of you this past weekend. I really miss running so much, and you really realize the amazing people you meet through the community and how special it really is. So I love you all. Have a great day, and I'll check in with you soon.